Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Guys Night. With me is,
Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony.
the rambunctious guy that we've had here. This guy. Tonight, I'm your host, Travis, as well. But other people know me as my Xbox One handle is Caddy's Jackpot. Um,
Shameless plug there. You're gonna
yeah,
get about 40 friend requests from people. You're like, how the hell do I know any of you?
possibly, but hey, I will like to game with some people that wind up viewing us. By the way, that's only with the X1, so if you're trying to get me on the PlayStation, I don't have that yet, and if I did have it, it'll probably still be like something jackpot. That's Jakpot, not anything else. So just in case you don't understand that, but tonight on Guys Night, we're gonna talk about um, Fable because the beta came out. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a little bit about that. We're going to talk about fingerprints and your card being connected, your credit card, your bank information, all basically your life is connected through your fingerprint, and the possibilities and the negatives that it would have on the free world, as it were.
Well, do you want to just go ahead and delve into that first, since you just kind of?
I mean,
First, from a security
go ahead.
standpoint, I get it because the fingerprints obviously supposed to replace your average security codes or your PIN numbers. On the one hand, yeah, that can be good. On the other hand, let's face it, anybody that's ever watched any CSI or spy movie knows that if you're really wanting to get a hold of a fingerprint, it's not that difficult.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if somebody really wanted your bank information,
Like the
all
second they start drawing blood is when security actually gets slightly secure. It's like standing in line and you're gonna buy a console from GameStop. You just stick an arm into a machine and it takes blood from you.
it takes a blood sample right there. Oh, yeah, that's that guy. Shows up all your information, everything. But that would make blood banks like a target. Blood
Like
banks would
they're
become
not
target
already,
and
dude.
robbed. I mean, you don't see people like knocking over a blood bank already.
Well, believe it or not, like wartime, dude, if you're wanting to hit something to make the biggest impact, that's why the Geneva Convention's there, is so that people don't wreck the hospitals and don't mess with the blood banks.
Yeah.
Because that if there's such a thing as common courtesy in wartime, that would be it. But for me, the whole fingerprint, like, I mean, I'm a big sci-fi nut myself, so anything involving like palm prints or anything like that, I love it. Just from like a
From a
dude,
nerd
well,
standpoint, like from a geek standpoint, yeah,
yeah,
I understand. Because
like
you're like, oh yeah, I could.
I'm a major Star Wars fan. Like the inner child in me still just goes like that, just to open the door, open the.
Oh, going into like the CVS or something, you just hear that whoosh, that epic whoosh. You gotta have that whoosh. If you don't have that whoosh, then it's not epic.
I'm just waiting for it instead of being side to side where it just goes up and down like
Oh
Futurama,
yeah,
Star Trek, all that.
like
Yeah.
I've always felt like the up and down would always be like a hazard. Like somebody's just gonna get stuck like in the middle of it. You're just gonna like, oh my
Fry every
gosh.
time he walks through a door in Futurama, basically.
Basically, because I definitely have gotten the horizontal these just like closed in on me
Right.
because we was at a bank and they have the doors that open like this,
Yeah.
and somebody accidentally hit the security thing, and I'm walking out and the door just comes rushing and it just clipped me like right here on my shoulder. I was like, yo, are you serious? And I'm up here like trying to push it. The cops get there, they got their guns drawn and everything. I'm up here trying to push the door. It was like, oh no, we got him, the door's got him. Like, oh no, my arm is like still like flailing inside. I'm stuck. I'm like, let me out of here. And he's like, no. Guns drawn on me. He's like, don't move. I'm like, I just came here to make a deposit and leave.
It's like because a black guy totally trying to force his way either in and or out of the door totally
They
doesn't
don't
look
know.
suspicious in any way,
They
shape, or
don't
form.
know. They don't know. It's not the cops' fault at that moment in time.
Yeah.
It's the lady that hit the button. I blame
Dude,
her.
it's just amusing. It's amusing. We'll leave it at that.
I've had a very interesting week.
Yeah.
But
It could have been worse, dude. Have you ever been stuck like smack in the middle of those revolving doors, like the whole thing with Walking Dead at the end of last season where they're trying to
oh
force their way
yeah,
out of it?
yeah, no. I've
I
stuck somebody
actually
in
have.
there. I've stuck somebody in there before. It was during Otakon. That was a
Yeah.
prank.
But no, like I was on my way out of a hotel, and they typically have like a lock that'll open and close cages and stuff on the shops and whatnot that's in the lower lobby, but it
Right.
also locks up that revolving door as well. So somebody ended up bumping it, and I'm like halfway through, and I'm just like,
Let
what?
me out. Let me
Exactly.
out.
Curl up into a
Anytime I
ball,
feel like
fetal
I'm behind
position.
glass, I feel like a fish. I feel like I'm a fish behind glass. Like
Yeah.
that's like when I find like people like start like their own Twitch channels and everything else like that. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm looking at a goldfish, and if I could just like poke it,
Dude,
but
you'd be the guy that goes to the aquarium and it's like, okay, I know these sharks are behind glass and I know they can't hurt me, so
no, I don't mess with All right, the thing about me is I don't mess with captivity animals because you can always tell the ones that they were born in captivity and the ones that weren't. And
right. You can tell
and
by
I
the way
live
the look in their eyes.
yeah, I live right down by the Washington National Zoo.
Oh.
So 9 out of 10, there's no animals in the exhibit to begin with because they're either
Right.
dead or they're in the hospital. But when the ones that are there, it's like, nah, I'm not messing with you today. You just
Right.
seem like you've had a bad day. They released it was funny because over the weekend, we did the whole memorial thing, and I don't
Yeah.
know why, but it's like, hey, let's go to the zoo. What? I don't know who thought of that idea. It was the worst idea ever. Because one, it was like 94 degrees. Two, it was the zoo, so there's no like
Wait a minute, wait a
air
minute.
conditioning.
Am I supposed to be feeling sympathy for you because you're dealing with
Heck
94
no.
degrees?
Heck no. No, you're not. No, not sympathy at all. I don't expect any type of sympathy from you. I'm just trying to elaborate of how stupid this idea
Oh
was.
yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
so we
you're
get
gonna.
there and we go to the Lions, right? Go to the Lions.
Okay.
First thing we do is go to the Lions.
Did you fall in? Did you have a Ron Burgundy moment? Where you just
Oh
like
heck no,
chomped
no,
into
no, no,
the...
nah. This lion looked like he was heavily medicated and coming off of his medication.
So basically,
And
it looked like he just had about 8 rounds of trank darts pumped into him, and he was just kind of coming off of that.
yeah, he was pissed though. He was going through like just wrecking shit. I was like, huh,
Wouldn't wouldn't you be?
okay.
So, so,
No, I mean,
so you're telling me I could walk over to your house, shoot you 8 times with a trank dart, and when you woke up, you wouldn't be slightly pissed off?
no, I'd be pissed like when I woke up,
Exactly.
but he woke up like he was mad at everybody in the freaking pride. It
Dude, he's
was
an
like
animal.
Simba took his last bone type thing. It was like he was just just really amped up to the point where they thought they had to come in again and shoot him with the tranquilizer darts
Well,
again. It was
after
not a
he
fun
went
experience for
down,
kids.
however many darts, like his body's going to adjust to it. But
True, this is true.
all right,
Um,
going back to the credit card thing for a bit.
all right, yeah.
Here's one
So
here's one issue I see with it.
what's up?
First of all right, from what I'm seeing as far as what they're wanting to swap, the only thing it'll affect is debit cards. So credit cards,
Well,
people still have like you. The whole point of a credit card is you swipe, you sign, and you go.
right,
But so you're
but
still going to have all the little readers that you can put in the machines and whatnot, and it's not going to be a very widely available concept. Like it's a good concept in theory, but as far as being affordable and actually profitable for companies to use it, I don't see it.
well,
I don't I
you
don't
know
see
how
it
people
right
can
off
pay
the
with
bat.
like Apple Pay, right?
Right.
All right. Well, getting back to the whole thing I was talking about at the zoo, they have that. They have a little system in there so you can pay for, the little knickknacks and everything else like that through Apple Pay.
That's a chip system as well, though, isn't it? To an
Yeah, it's
extent.
a chip. Yeah, it's a chip system as well. But here's the thing: like, say, like you lost your phone, right?
Right.
You lose your phone. You have to borrow somebody else's phone in order to deactivate that. But if they know you have Apple Pay on your phone, they can just steal your phone and just go ham wild with it. So yes, having the fingerprint,
But,
eye
well,
scanner, something like that.
dude, you just want an excuse to have retinal scanners on doors, and you know that because it'll make you feel badass like you're from Terminator.
Heck
You're
yes.
gonna
What's
be like
wrong
the
with you?
only black Terminator in
No,
existence.
no, no.
Yes, yes.
But I mean,
If the
they're
future
trying to
inventors of Skynet
improve.
are watching, we don't want you.
They're trying to improve, national security of, trying to be like, all right, well, this is for the people. You're giving this for the people, like the government has been using fingerprint scanners
Dude, have you
and
been on a military? I
retinal
was gonna say,
scanners.
have you been on a military base?
I have, like, they've been using this stuff for years. And this is like, all right, this is for the common folk. This is for everybody else. Like, hey, I want to go to 7-Eleven, and oh my gosh, I forgot my wallet, but I can still like use my thumbprint or my fingerprint to purchase my food or whatever.
Let me say,
Fine, that has has its benefits,
a
but
fingerprint that's in the system, dude, you can still digitally remaster it. Like all the stuff that you'd see in like Mission Impossible and whatnot, it is actually feasible in real life.
right.
It'll
But
be time
Mastercard,
consuming as hell, but
well, I mean, if you're like, a good hacker and everything else like that, then
cough cough
yeah.
Trevor from
But
GTA. Or I mean, no, not what is that dude's name? Dude with the cane, Lester.
okay.
Trevor's a hillbilly. If he
But
ever tried to hack things, that would end badly. Everybody would die.
but if Mastercard has set up there and was like basically it doesn't store your fingerprint, it just reads it and then it deletes it like immediately. So unless somebody like follows you to your house, got your fingerprints off the doorknob or something.
No, not even then, dude. Anybody who works with anywhere in criminal justice, if your fingerprints were ever taken at a jail or for a DUI or anything like that, they're in the system. Same
Oh,
thing
they're
if
permanently in the system.
same thing if you're insured by the military, dude. Like that kind of was my running joke, was between me being insured by the Marine Corps for virtually most of my life and
Right.
me owning a gun at one point. Like every government agency has my name and my fingerprint on file.
Of course, because you owned a gun at
Well,
one
I
point in
owned a
time.
gun, and I was. Dude, my fingerprints were in the DoD system because of my dad being enlisted for forever. So the government had me on file literally before I could walk.
Well,
Ample incentive for me not to get into too much trouble, but that's beside the
tell me about it, right? Be at your door like, hey, stop your shenanigans now. Stop
SEAL
it.
Team 6 just busting here. Stop pirating music!
No way at GGR do we condone anything of any type of criminal activity. I want to make sure that's clear. All right, so
Travis, turn the camera off.
SEAL Team 6 busted in, like, turn the camera off. Nah, but you have
even worse. Bungie has their own wet work squad.
Oh my gosh, man! Bungie irritates the hell out of me. I really don't want to have a Bungie. I don't want to have a Destiny rant after the bullshit dealt with like
Prison
this
of Elders is kicking your.
No, it's not Prison of Elders. No.
Trials of Osiris?
No, not Trials of Osiris either.
Have you done either one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I'm having an issue with is the level 35 Prison of Elders.
But dude, that's like you max out, and that's where teamwork comes into play.
Yeah, I know, but it's the people that I'm always like trying to carry somebody through it. It's like
you don't, dude. Like you can't do that. You cannot guard somebody the entire time. You need to have people that you actually know can handle themselves.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Yeah. I know, but
I will say,
I'm working.
That's the only way I've got.
I'm working that stuff out like later on this week. But
by the way, Zer's, have you checked Zer's stash yet?
Yeah, Zer has Patience in Time, which I picked up.
I picked up that chess piece for the Titan. That's it. That
chest of Alpha Luffy?
Think so. Yes.
Why'd you pick that up?
Because I do have a Titan.
No, I was just like, why did you pick up chest of Alpha Luffy?
Because it helps with Prison of Osiris. It helps get you orbs, and you can cover quicker. Like you get health, and it spawns more orbs. Okay. So, depending on whether you're running defender or striker.
I wanted you to explain it, just for people that was like, oh, why did you get the chest?
You basically are just like, did he just buy an exotic on a whim just because he saw it and it was shiny? That was me with the sniper rifle. It was just like, ooh, sniper rifle, I want.
No, Patience in Time, like,
he's actually good.
Like, really,
it's solid.
Bungie fucked up today. Bungie fucked up this week because, one, you gave me a sniper rifle. You gave me a sniper rifle, and it's Trials of Osiris. No, this is my first exotic sniper rifle.
Dude, I have 3 no land beyonds, 2
Okay,
icebreakers,
wait,
and the
wait,
list
wait,
goes
wait.
on.
All right, wait. All right. Let me put it like this: a sniper rifle that I carelessly wanted to use. I never wanted to use my No Land Beyond. It was
Dude, no
like, all
land
right,
beyond was crap. Icebreaker,
this
the major perk to it is the reload.
no,
Like,
the only major perk to using Icebreaker is in the raids. That is it.
well, so
Icebreaker in
you're telling me
PoE
the fact that you
sucks.
don't have to worry about ammo doesn't play into it at all. That auto
Not
reload,
exactly because it. All right, here's the thing with the auto reload, right?
yeah, there's a bit of a lag. I get that.
It's not even like it's a bit of a lag. It's not the lag issue that I have a problem with.
What do you
It's
have
the
an issue?
fact that when you zoom in with the
The
icebreaker, right?
radar, the radar.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still like, why are you still like? It's good when you're not
Well,
battling
dude,
against
that's
other
what
locked
patience.
players.
That's one
It's
of the perks of
better if you
patience at
play
town.
with the icebreaker is more of a PV. It's more of a PVE. It's not PvP. That's not a
That's
PvP
what I was
weapon.
referring to it as. Like, dude, it's good for the raids. It's good for your weeklies and your nightfalls, especially when they have
Yeah.
juggler on, dude.
Oh hell yeah, it's
Like, there
perfect
have
for
been
that.
times where literally, like, the only weapon I had ammo in was my icebreaker.
But patience and time, it works both. It works PoE and PvE. Like I can bust out patience and time, have it fully parked out, 365, have the camo on as long as I'm aiming down the sights.
Yeah.
Like, dude, all I gotta do is stay all the way in the back and pop, 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 done.
And I will say, from a Prison of Elders standpoint, after the patch, it was not as bad as I was expecting it to be with what they build it as. Like, yeah,
Right.
it's a little bit more of a pain, but if you have your team set up and you keep the minions thinned out, you're good.
Have you done the challenge with a weapon that's not 365 yet?
Have I done it with a challenge that's not or with a weapon that's not maxed out?
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head.
There's two challenges for it, and apparently you get a Grimoire card if you do it.
Yeah,
Um, complete the level 35 with a non-maxed out purple, which was like 331 at the time of Crota, but they're
right.
talking about like trying to go back to like first when it first came out, which is
Yeah.
like 300. So there's that one, and then there is complete 34 and 33 with all blues, all rare weapons. So
Dude,
I was like, y'all are dead.
I'm not even gonna try for that blue one. That ain't even worth it to me. Like,
I
that
was
seems
like,
like
y'all
it's
are
more of
all
a
dead.
hassle than the challenge is actually worth. Like, I would rather go level up another character to max before trying to do that.
Oh, I could definitely love. If I made a Titan and I made a Hunter, I could definitely get him to
I will say
31.
that's the one thing everybody's been like, oh my god, the whole for the 34 one with the Cabal guy that swaps the shields.
Yeah, the Prince.
Y- no, the other dude, the
Yeah, Prince.
not the Urok, the trying to think what the hell it is. It's one of the robot ones, and he swaps the shield between Arc, Solar, Void, and all
That's the
that.
Cabal.
Yeah.
That's the Cabal, dude. That's the Prince, man.
Okay,
That's
I'm
Prince
okay. Okay.
Urzak.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
You
I
talking about
keep.
the Vex one?
Yeah.
Ermbog? What is it? Urbach or something like that? Ubach?
Yeah. Ubak.
Ubach?
Urzak is the one that
Yeah,
like he completely roasts the playing field. I remember that. I've played that one enough.
dude.
But
Nah, but
it's
my issue that I had with Destiny is basically trying to get these freaking treasure keys, man.
you really
That is
can't
my
farm them,
main issue.
dude. If you farm them, you're wasting your time. Like, I know people that will actually go out and do it, but honestly, the easiest way I found to do it, chase bounties. Because if you clear, like, I think it's 5 or 6 of them straight in a day, they issue you a
Yeah,
package per week, and there'll be a treasure key in there.
I haven't gotten a treasure key yet, and I've been leveling up. I've leveled up Vanguard. I've leveled
Dude,
up Cryptart
I
both
will,
times. Like,
I will say this, like, honestly, treasure keys are just about the same rarity as a legendary or an exotic Ingram. So
I mean, yeah, I'm
expect
starting
to
to see
work for
that.
it. Expect to work for
I'm
it.
starting to see that. I'm starting to see that, but it's really messed up when somebody can put in no work, shoot the freaking bounty, shoot the target one time, go back, get the chest, hit the key, then go back and hit it again. That pissed me off.
Dude, you want bad? Have you heard of the VOG farming that you can do for the chests?
What?
You play on hard mode, and there's a couple areas in Venus that if you group your squad up properly, you can split.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about that 6-man fire team
Yeah.
giant? Yeah.
Dude, what pissed me off? We did the entire raid, right? We did the chest glitch. Dude ends up with 2 treasure keys, and at the end of it, as the icing on the freaking cake, I almost broke the controller. I almost broke the controller because at the end of it all, not only has he popped 2 treasure keys and a ton of engrams,
Right.
dude gets a galley.
Down.
Like, that ain't even right, man.
No, I mean, it's not right that you can get it's not right that you can get a galley playing
And he was a
Crucible
random.
and suck.
The guy was a random.
He was a random.
There wasn't an invite. The dude was a random. The guy left it open. He left the group open for like that long. Dude pops in right as we spawn in.
Oh man.
And I'm just like, ooh. Because I may not even like. I don't use Gellhorn obviously because I'm one of the few people probably at this point that I want one, but I don't have one. But I've also learned how to survive without it.
Yeah.
Although, speaking from experience, I went from a level 34 hunter to a level 12. I was playing with a Titan that I've been working on in my spare time. I went to pop my rocket launcher to blow something up, and I am so used to the hunger of Crota that I literally was sitting there. I was listening for the tone. I literally was like, okay.
No.
No track on missile for you.
It's not there.
Nah, because the running joke, my buddy literally, he played Crota with me last night.
Right.
And he picked up the hunger of Crota for the first time. And so that's what he spent kind of today. He was off work. And that's what he spent working on. So, dude plays the raid, doesn't go to bed until like 4 in the morning, and I come to find out he sat through all of Top Gun. So now every time, right before he launches a missile, he waits for it, and he's like, I've got tone, firing! And I'm just like, oh my god, you idiot.
Hey man, I got your back.
Nah,
Roger,
dude,
Ace.
he tried to dub me as Goose. I was like, no man, I'm Iceman, fuck you.
No, everybody wants to be Iceman. Nobody wants to be Goose. I like
Because Goose dies in the most moronic way possible halfway through the movie.
True. This is very true, but...
And for those of you, if you haven't seen Top Gun yet, I'm sorry it came out in 1980... What was it? 89? 88?
Yeah, it was late. It was
and for those of you that...
If you haven't seen Top Gun yet, then...
If you haven't seen Top Gun, it's on Netflix. Go sit down and go watch it.
You need to go back and reevaluate a lot of things in your life.
Reevaluate the choices and decisions you've made with your life.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Top Gun yet, then you definitely need to
sit down, watch Top Gun, and watch Gladiator, because those are man movies. Well, no. Top Gun, Gladiator, and Braveheart. Mini-movie marathon. Man card. Restored. Go. Go do it.
Wait. No, wait. Because we're missing... There's a movie in there that you're missing, and you got to watch it.
What am I missing?
Usual Suspects.
Good call.
You gotta have that in there somewhere.
I had somebody tell me, or try to make a case for me for 20 minutes before I hopped on here that Ocean's 11 was a man movie.
What?
Exactly.
What?
I was like, wait a minute, George Clooney being in anything is a man movie? How?
I mean, George Clooney even said that Batman and Robin was the worst Batman movie ever made. When it's got confirmed by the actor,
I have two words for you. I have 2 words for you as far as that movie goes. And you know what those are? Bat nipples.
Batman rules.
Bat nipples.
Bat nipples. Okay, bat nipples. You said Batman rules. I was like, okay.
No. Dude, honestly, don't get me wrong.
Have you seen the stuff with the Suicide Squad yet?
Yeah.
Joker's car looks beast mode, but I love the Batmobile. I'm in love with the Batmobile.
Dude, I'm actually like, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to because you have Universal Studios and all of that and they're doing a few things with Batman and DC in like, the next 2 weeks. So guess where I'm gonna be? Road trip to Orlando. Yeah.
Most definitely, man.
Huh?
I'd be there if I could, but.
Oh, you'll get a plane ticket in the mail. No worries.
Oh, bro.
I'm totally kidding.
Bet. I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. Trust me on that one.
It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This white guy I barely know dropped $300 for a plane flight to get me to Orlando? Hell yes.
I have family in Florida, so I can crash with them. I'm good. I was talking about going to Florida anyway in July. I gotta figure that one out. I'm supposed to go in July.
Dude, if you're going in July, just go to the con that's down here.
Well,
come meet the voice of Vegeta and fanboy out with me.
Well, it's not going to be late July. That's the thing about it. It's not going to be late July. It was supposed to be like mid-July. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my God, dude's in a suit. Where are the sunglasses? Where are they?
Wait.
Where are they?
Wait.
Put them on.
I think they're in my car.
This is not Wesker. This is not Wesker. This is
He's G-Man
over here. Yo, he's
G-Man.
Mr. Smithing out this joint today.
Whatever.
All we need is some random, like, dude, where's Tina when you need her, just to pop in randomly and be like, still alive, baby?
Right.
And you can just see Brandon off in the corner going, oh, God. Oh, another great man movie you need to watch. That movie actually was really good.
Which one?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh yeah, no, that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch that. You gotta watch that. I don't care if you're a man, female. If you're a female, especially, you should watch Mr.
The therapist session in the beginning where he's like, "But there are days where I just want to."
Right.
Speaking of which, did you have to do that to anybody at work today, dude? How was that?
Not officially, not yet, but it's getting there.
He was like he just like took out like half of Neo's squad.
He's just like tired, gone.
It was like it's a bit of tiring day. Like, oh my gosh, I had to see Mr. Anderson again. I had to deal with Morpheus. Like,
he refused to make a choice
came out of
between
nowhere.
the red pill and the blue pill. There was no choice. I wanted to punch him in the face. Dude, if you ever have to deal with anybody at work, those glasses are coming on, and you should just show up with like a vial of the T-virus, being like,
seriously, that's what you
did not make your payments. Welcome to the Nemesis program.
I actually have in my bathroom the LA whatever T-virus looking vial that I had from way back. It's still sitting there.
Go get it. Go get it right now.
You should get that and just take it into work, throw the shades on, and just be like, yeah. So
the problem is no one in my work would understand. Like nobody at my work would know what I'm doing.
Well, then you know what that means. You need a better job, bro.
You need better coworkers. That's what that means.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not my job. It's my coworkers. Because honestly, like no one at my office is really like they're not nerdy at all.
How do you have to be nerdy to know who Wesker is, man? Like he's been in like 4 box office movies.
Hey. Believe it or not, I had somebody confuse Wesker with Alice the other day.
You know what?
I wanted to die. I wanted to die inside.
Let's say you're someone who just watches the movies and you've watched Resident Evil. You may know Resident Evil because of the movies, but you don't really know who Wesker really is unless you know who Wesker is.
Yeah.
Well, all right, I can see that, but
which means you have to at least play the games. If you don't play the games, you don't know.
By the way, Resident Evil 5, horrible single player. Like unless you're playing co-op.
It's pretty horrible in multiplayer too.
Well, no. I'm talking about the one where you had where you were Chris and you had that chick with you from Africa.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, Resident Evil 5.
Okay.
Even with an allied player, that game was still pretty bad.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, even with the allied player, yes, but at least you didn't hear her going, "I need ammo," and then you scroll through her inventory. She's got a fully loaded machine gun and a fully loaded RPG. It's like.
Raccoon City was 10 times better than both of them.
Hey, like, Raccoon City was awesome. I still have that game. I love that game.
Like that was the shit. Like Raccoon City is the shit.
And no one, like when I played it, none of my friends liked it. No one played it. Couldn't find anyone to play it with, which really sucked because I really enjoyed the game because it was fast paced. It was literally just here's your guy.
I thought about popping in the system like earlier today, and I was like, but it would just be me by myself.
By the
Same here. I'd be putting in my Xbox 360 going, yep, it's just me.
Yep.
By the way, I know neither one of you guys are major PlayStation fans, but this is going to be
didn't
from an
say
animal.
that.
Yeah, but you're more of an Xbox guy than a PlayStation guy. That's
Because I have it.
exactly exactly my point. And before you cut me off, Beavis, hang on. Look,
What's up, man?
well, a lot of the PlayStation Plus titles are on sale. They dropped the price of that new Dragon Ball Z title by at least $20. Like, I am borderline getting that just because it actually looks good this time. Has anybody actually? Yeah, Xenoverse.
Yeah, it's great. It's freaking
Universe,
awesome.
I haven't played it, but it looks good.
And
Like, I
they're
played
doing the same. Well, they're not doing the same thing on Xbox, but it's definitely came off $20 at GameStop.
Well,
You can pick it up
Xbox
for
has been
$40.
putting, honestly, in the past few months, Xbox has been putting a lot of games for free on there that are decent games.
Like we
Yeah, they have.
went through a period about, I think it stopped 2 months ago, and we had everything from like older NBAs. I own every one of I own Arkham Asylum and Arkham City as
Right.
freebies. Mirror's Edge came out for the anniversary, which I play that for just the fun of it because it's actually a good
Shits
game.
and giggles.
Well, it's a good game. Like for what
It is.
On Xbox
I'm not
Live,
doubting that. It is. I like it. I like Mirror's Edge.
Tony, on Xbox Live, they've recently, in the past, I'd say 4 months, they've been actually doing double games, and they've actually been giving away really good games like Black Flag, Gears of War 3, Judgment. They've been giving away
Judgment
titles for free on Xbox Live as long as you have Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And it's twice a month. So honestly, right now, I'm actually really happy with Xbox because it seems like even though they're slowly catching up,
I may actually have to reactivate my Live membership if Black Flag is still
I have
free.
many games in my
No,
queue.
Black Flag is gone now. They got something else there.
By the way, Brent, dude, you missed it earlier. Evidently, we've got companies that are going to fingerprint readers now instead of your PIN numbers for debit cards. What are your thoughts?
Hell no.
Why?
Because, first of all, it's already too easy for someone to get your PIN number. You know how easy they're going to figure out how to get your freaking thumbprint?
I have a feeling, dude, if anyone you don't like actually updated to that system, you'd just be dude with like the necklace of fingers around you.
Okay, honestly, like, you know how you see in movies all the time where they take a brush and they go over it and they put some tape on it and then they that can actually be done. That's something that can really be done, which is why it's in movies. It's with the right stuff, it can be done.
Believe it or not.
But I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say this
real quick.
Go ahead.
My stepdad is a major security freak. I will admit that straight up, to the point where he actually bought and installed on the internet router a fingerprint reader to ensure who can use it and who can't. And I figured that out when I went back recently for my brother's graduation. I ended up literally having to pull some Mission Impossible thing and pull a fingerprint to get.
But it works, right? It works.
It does.
It does work.
Literally, all I had to do was use a piece of tape and some makeup powder, and it'll pull a fingerprint impression, or any kind of powder, basically, even sugar.
What were you saying, Travis?
That does not work on this phone, though.
Yeah, I have that phone. It's because you have to slide it. You can't just press it.
But hey, if you can't slide, you're screwed. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is the fingerprint impression. If you're just pushing it, someone can get it. But if you have to slide it, they can't get it because.
And then there's the people that their fingerprints are already digitally in the system, like our convicts and anyone remotely associated with the armed forces. Like I was telling Travis. Because I was insured through the Marine Corps for so many years because of my dad, the DOD has had my fingerprints, my name, the whole 9 yards, on file for me since like the day I was born.
So what does that mean for someone like me who, after going to basic, have no fingerprints anymore because they got rope burned off?
I mean, you're kind of screwed on that one, but your fingerprints should go back.
We give you street cred for not having fingerprints, but that's still sketchy as hell.
If I want to go murder someone, I mean, let's go do it.
I mean,
Travis, lock your door now. Travis, lock your door now.
Why would you use Travis? Why is it Travis?
I'm good.
Because the black guy always does.
Tony, remember, I don't have Travis's address. I have your address.
Fuck, that's right.
Ooh. Ooh.
So, you better be careful.
I mean, he wouldn't want to come to my neck of the woods anyway, because if he wanted to come to my neck of the woods, all I can do is be like, hey, you want a beer?
Dude.
That's about it. Before you decide to kill me, like, hey, do you want a beer? Like,
he's like, oh my god, you gave me liquor. I will spare your life.
Actually, honestly, that's the same. If I walk up and be like, here's a beer, you're safe. You're good for now.
So, what if I give you a full unopened bottle of Jack?
Well,
Does that grant me Does that grant me immunity for life?
For someone's life.
I mean, somebody's getting spared that night.
Yeah. It gives you at least a month. Okay, I'll give you a month. All right.
Somebody's definitely getting spared. Fucking full bottle of Jack, man.
A 2-liter size of Captain Morgan spiced rum. How much is that worth? And yes, we're casually going to discuss this.
I don't drink spiced rum.
We're having a barter system with the liquor for people's lives.
He lives out in LA. If the zombie
system.
apocalypse ever happens, it's going to happen there first.
Dude, no, I don't live in LA. I live in Northern California. I live about 6 hours away. But yeah, if it happens, it will happen.
Close enough that you will be infected in your sleep.
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't.
Wine country. What are you talking about? He's in wine country.
He will be the only completely inebriated zombie throughout his entire zombie existence. He will be drunk.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Because, dude, knowing you
if you could still drink while you were a zombie, that'd be freaking amazing.
Yeah, think about it. If his blood alcohol content has seeped into his pores after he has been turned, then by rights, the zombie will never be able to sober up again.
I'm
going to say this right now. This is some really geeky stuff that we're talking about. There's some really geeky stuff that we're talking about right here.
And the look on Beavis' face is like, I kind of want to try this now. Can I get so drunk that I will never be able to sober up again?
You would see the zombie just walking around in a little circle over and over forever, and they're like, "What's wrong with him?" We're like, "We don't know. We've walked up to him. We've touched him. He's there, just walking around."
He's there. He just walks around in a circle.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's not moving.
It would be the equivalent of, what was that dude who almost got Daryl killed in The Walking Dead because he was trying to save that bag of liquor? Bob?
Oh yeah, Bob.
And he ended up dying in the most messed up, perverted way possible.
I mean, no. Bob got his leg taken off, man.
Huh?
I got a problem with that because, look, I like alcohol, but if the zombie's already out and going, I'm not going after that one bottle of alcohol. If there's a horde of zombies there, I'd rather just not.
Oh, no. He didn't go. He went into
dropped the bottle.
He went into a hospital.
Dropped the bottle.
It was a bottle. He dropped one bottle.
No,
he dropped one bottle and the whole roof came in.
No. I'm talking about when they're going to the hospital. Yeah.
Okay, guess what? You can find more alcohol. Get away from the zombies. Go get more later.
But that's right before they invade Terminus, and the dude's sitting there like, I just wanted a drink to make the voices be quiet. And right then and there, I'm like...
Hey, the voices never get quiet. Drinking doesn't stop the voices. Okay?
Personal experience?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to talk about...
I'm seeing a younger version of Jonathan Crane in him right now with the suit.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Think about it.
You want to take the suit off right now?
Yes, take the suit off.
Love
the dog, by the way.
You got Fable, right? Fable is... Fable's beta came out for the Xbox One only. It's not on PS4, it's not on PSN.
Well, I mean, Fable is one...
No, when did it come out?
Fable's Xbox...
It came out today.
I thought, right?
I need to go to my Xbox now, because I didn't know that.
It's going to take a while to load up, too, so if you want to do that, you can.
But my Xbox?
Yeah. Go. I'm telling you, go do it, because it's going to take a while to load up.
Be right back. Give me 30 seconds.
Did you sign up?
You don't have to sign up.
You do.
I sign up for everything, always.
No, the beta.
You don't have to sign up for the beta.
You do, actually. I'm looking right at it.
How are you?
I'm on a computer, dude. I can multitask. Just saying.
How are you going to sign up for the beta? Because the beta is Xbox One exclusively owned right now. And then on top of that, it's right there on my...
And I'm officially registered for the beta. Yay.
PSN?
No, for Microsoft. They give you a beta.
It's only on.
I know. If you will let me explain, they give you a beta code. Yes.
Yeah.
So what we will do? First person that comments, Travis, I'll send you the beta code. First person that posts a comment on our YouTube show after we get done tonight.
All right, cool. I can live with that.
Yeah.
I know where you're going with that.
Gotta think about it.
They get the code. Cool. I can do that.
Ready? Let's go.
But
I gotta remember my live crap because I never use that. I haven't used it in years, man. I'm sitting here trying to remember what it is.
The new Fable, honestly, is a top-down. Like, if you're the villain, it's a top-down type of game, and if you're not the villain, you're one of the four heroes. I honestly, I feel like they took away the core essence of Fable with this. It's like I remember one mission, me by myself, going through, you know, Balrogs and ogres and orcs and freaking Belverines to, just be fun about it, like just randomly killing stuff in a foreign, distant land. That was a Fable. That is the core of Fable. Y'all took that, y'all gave me four characters, and my friends can now jump into this game, play with me. Oh, wait, no, wait. 5 people can jump into this game, and we can all battle him, being 4 players. It's like, seriously, y'all took away the fun of this. Yes, I understand this is a new type of trying something different, but there's a golden rule. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And y'all broke it, and now you're gonna have to fix that because this is not Fable. This is, I don't even know what this is. I really don't. This is like Dungeon Empire. This is like not Dungeons and Dragons. What was that game?
Dragon Age?
Yeah, no, not Dragon Age. Dragon
Kingdoms of Amalur?
No. Oh man, I have it too. I have this game, and it's upstairs. Crap. But it's a top-down RTS, and you need friends with you if you're going to play it on the highest difficulty. And it was one of those games where you could sit up there, you could be like in the couch, and like your 4 friends could all be on your 360 or on your PS3, and y'all could play this game all together. Or you can be online and do it, but it was a pain to be online and try to do it because it always lagged out. But you definitely, this is that, an essential.
Oh, and by the way, the beta has officially been registered for. They will send a code to an email if I am one of the users they select. If I get a code by tonight, I'll Facebook it to you, and anybody who earns it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the beta is officially open today, and I believe it closes on Monday.
It is, but it's a closed beta. That's the catch-22.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's not like you can go and download it, but it won't allow you to.
It won't play. Got it.
Right.
So basically, Brandon's wasting his time over there.
Yeah, you have to sign up, but I just signed up, so let's see what happens.
All right, cool.
Dude, I'm in the same boat. And honestly, if I get a code emailed, like I was saying, it'll go on the YouTube page. So Brandon, if you just randomly feel like commenting for no reason.
Once again, this is only for the Xbox One, so it would.
Well, they actually no. There's a beta release for Windows 10 platform as well, so it is not just for Xbox One.
All right, there's a lot of misconceptions going on here with this game being released. Wait, how is it for Windows 10? Did Windows 10 drop and I didn't know about it?
Is there Windows 10?
It's a tablet OS. That's all it is. It's not PC.
Oh, okay.
I was confused for a second.
Yeah, I was like,
and really, and never. I'm not even gonna. Come on, guys.
Because if Windows 10 dropped, my Xbox One should be kicking people's ass right now. Like,
no, it hasn't. It hasn't dropped to console and PC. The most that they've done is they've done tablets and phone betas, depending.
Yeah.
Was there ever a Windows 9?
No.
Just making sure I wasn't confused. Making sure it wasn't just me.
Hey, we can go from Windows 95 to Windows 98. Numbers don't have to make sense anymore.
Numbers don't matter.
Numbers are meaningless in the world of.
Well, I mean, you remember XP, right?
Oh my! You mean the only version of Windows I actually enjoyed using because it was actually usable?
And they scrapped it in like 30 seconds?
No, they scrapped it after 12 years.
You remember Vista, right?
Vista was complete crap.
Vista was
I like Vista.
Terrible.
I like Vista. You could do a lot of video editing on Vista.
Oh, you mean
Vista was good because look on the Surface, Vista was like you can do everything. You were like, cool, you do it. You click it. It was like, well, hold on, maybe I don't know.
Travis,
yeah, that's how it was.
You like video editing? You mean when the operating system actually worked as it was supposed to?
I mean,
like I said, Vista was always
mine didn't crash.
It was buggy as hell, man.
Actually, my Vista never crashed, but I didn't do anything extravagant with it.
I did video editing, and my Vista worked like a champ throughout every single last render.
I was gonna say, dude, there was more issues with Windows Vista and 7 with crossover than anything. Like 7, I actually liked after they patched it and they settled it down. 7 became solid.
7 is probably like one of the better.
It's one of the better ones.
Honestly, I'm not having a problem with 8.
I haven't bothered with 8. Is it like?
Well, 8 came with my computer when I bought it.
Right.
So honestly,
I will admit, like
I think it runs a little bit more smooth than 7.
But your computer is also geared for 8. It's not like
my computer's geared for playing games on my computer, so
right.
I don't think the operating system works that as much.
Would that fall into what Windows is going to do with the whole Windows 10? Because the whole cross-platforming of your PC to your Xbox One to your freaking TV or monitor or whatever the heck you might have.
Oh yeah, my entire house is programmed to my phone.
So yeah, okay, cool.
And he's against fingerprint scanners. That's like the only thing he does not have for a door lock yet.
But see, with my house, it's all controlled access through my phone with my password that only I know. And
Travis, where's the truth serum?
And then I also have this nifty little key device that I click that it changes the numbers every 30 seconds.
Damn, dude's paranoid. He's definitely hiding the T-virus in there if he changes
I'm not paranoid.
every 30
I just know that when stuff... Okay, let's put it this way. Honestly, the way the world is going, especially the United States, if you've ever seen a movie...
Okay, we're going back to the fingerprint thing.
That's where we're going.
Dude, honestly, let me put it this way. I'm glad I live in the South for various reasons because...
It won't matter. Have you ever seen Demolition Man?
Yes.
Okay, honestly, if you pay attention to the way they're trying to do things, that's where it's going. Honestly, that's where it's going.
Guys, let's delve off the politics for a second because people are going to...
I wasn't talking about politics. I was talking about just the world in general.
No, he's just talking about the world in general.
Okay.
But,
not politics. No, not politics. I'm talking about the world in general. The way the world will be...
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
It's heading that way fast. They're talking about putting the computer chip in your hand, that all your money's on there. Once that happens, there's no monetary value. They can shut it off whenever they want. I mean, it's...
Speaking of this whole new world order type thing, did anybody check out the trailer for Point Break? The new Point Break they're making?
Are they remaking Point Break?
Yes, they are.
Okay, first of all, you can't remake Point Break because it was Keanu Reeves as a surfer, which is his only good role. You got to leave him alone.
And they're going to remake it. So there's that. That. But,
let me put it this way. If you can have Tom Cruise still playing like Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible after all these years, man, leave Keanu Reeves alone.
First of all, they've tried to have Tom Cruise in playing as Ethan Hunt, but they shouldn't.
He still is doing it.
Because
are you kidding me?
First of all, he's a terrible actor. I'm telling you now. He's terrible. Second of all,
I'm sorry, me personally, like the only thing I will ever see whenever I think of him is him jumping on the couch, up and down on the couch and screaming, "I'm not gay! I'm not gay!"
No, it wasn't. It was I'm in love with Katie Holmes. I'm in love with Katie Holmes. Like
I'm thinking of the Family Guy parody now.
Yeah, you really are. You really are. It's like I'm in love with Katie Holmes. Like it's not. No, it wasn't that one that you said.
That's different in real life.
I'm not trying to get sued like South Park, okay?
Tom Cruise,
when it comes to that subject.
Tom Cruise, I love your work. Mission Impossible was amazing, except for I'm not going to say much on Ghost Recall. The rest of them were amazing.
Tom Cruise, to reiterate his point, the first Mission Impossible was good. After that, you should have stopped.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
How?
Hey!
I like 2. I like Mission Impossible 2.
Oh wait, which one was 2? Which one was 2?
Tom Cruise. That's the one where they got into the building, had to do the whole.
That was 1.
Motorcycle fights. No, that was 2.
No.
A motorcycle fight. That was a motorcycle fight with the Ducatis and.
Is it the one where every single person had the fake face on? Like every 30 seconds they were like, "It's really me."
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
Every time someone's like, "I don't like you anymore," I like this other guy. The other guy's like, psych, really? Come on.
I have to say, honestly, the one thing that kind of irritated me with Ghost Recon is that was them trying to compete that year with, I think Skyfall came out a couple months beforehand, and they were trying to compete.
Good though.
Yeah, here's the thing, speaking from a gun nut's perspective, I've actually shot that compact he used in that movie. That thing literally was beautiful. Like, for a compact, it literally, you may as well have been shooting a full size.
Yeah. Well,
that's one gun where size doesn't matter.
I understand that, especially when you're pointing a laser at a target when, planes fly over and they blow up and you didn't shoot anything.
Did we lose him?
I don't know. Did he mute? I know he went away.
He muted and he cut the... Okay, he's probably just MIA for a bit. Anyway.
Okay, so when you guys are talking about Fable, I don't know how much you got into it, because I know you guys started.
Honestly, I'll admit, Fable for me was never really my cup of tea. I was always more of an Elder Scrolls guy.
See, I tried Elder Scrolls, but with Elder Scrolls, it felt like too choppy, it was kind of like the whole, the character would stop and go, fireball, and you're like, okay, really?
Right,
like that.
Right.
I did like, I don't get me wrong though, there are some Elder Scrolls I do like.
I will say though, personally, dude, I'm still a big believer in, there was an RPG for the GameCube called Phantasy Star, and I know you have a
for sure.
I know you have a Dreamcast, so I know you know what I'm talking about.
Phantasy Star Online? Yes.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Dude, I played that instead of ever playing Fable.
Well, I think that game right there is why I went to Fable, because the animation is very similar. Like the way they move, the way the spells work.
Yeah.
Honestly, Fable did a very good thing. The first Fable, when you were trying to do your magic, you had a magic bar. So if you used your magic too much, you couldn't do it anymore. But I can tell you now, in Fable, there's so many creatures coming at you. You need to have this area of effect on you, pretty much constant. You just keep blasting people. And when they got rid of that magic bar in Fable, I think it was 2. When they got rid of that magic bar, you can just fireball and ice blast all day long. Well, dude, it was so much fun.
That's when you go from, oh my god, I'm a mage and I'm squishy, to, oh my god, I'm a mage and I am God.
Pretty much, but honestly, and then in Fable 3, which I still play, I love Fable 3 because you can mix your spells. You can have a fireball and an ice freaking shard and combine it, and it does a different effect. Like you can have, there's fire, ice, electricity, and wind. And you can combine them however 2 ways you want.
By the way, and we're going to go off with the RPG segue, because you're going to be happy with this. Guess what I'm getting in the next 2 weeks?
I'm going to guess not something fun.
Give you a hint. Look over my shoulder.
There's like a giant glare, honestly, across the center of it.
Dude, you know what that is in the background. You've seen it.
I really don't remember. How much do you think I pay attention, just so we're clear?
Are we talking you or me? Because typically you're the one bugging me at like 3 in the morning.
That's just because I'm bored and playing Final Fantasy. So I mean, what do you want from me?
There's your answer.
Are you getting Are you getting the computer one?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, okay, you have to go on the servers we're on. Have to.
I'll get your info and whatnot after I get it.
Yes, we are on the Creole or Coriol or whatever that.
Dude, the one thing that I'm not looking forward to is I know I'm gonna have a heck of a lot of PlayStation backlash.
Why?
Because you can't swap between the two, and I have more people like.
Actually, hold on. It's cross-platform.
No, not in this case.
Yes, I have friends who play on the PS3 with me every day.
I didn't know that. Okay.
It is cross-platform. All it matters is the servers. The servers are the same throughout every platform.
Oh, okay.
So Xbox, PlayStation, PC, as long as you're on that server, it works. When the game first came out, I was playing with my friend who I used to play Warhammer with, and he was on PS3, I was on computer, and his wife was on computer in the same room as him. We were all on the same server.
Yeah.
So server doesn't matter. All that matters is server. System doesn't matter. Final Fantasy, honestly, any Final Fantasy online game, because I played the first Final Fantasy online, the one that failed horribly, which was honestly in my eyes really freaking cool. That one was even cross-platform. Square Enix has always made their games cross-platform.
Right.
When it's multiplayer.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, when you get it, we're on the Coriol server or whatever. It's North America server. It's
right.
We just started building the.
I
the
will
link
say the one thing that's gonna make or break it for me is if I try it and I'm like instantly turn.
If you what?
One sec. If I try it and I like right away don't like it, I'm picky with what I will and won't play. Like.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's Final Fantasy, so starting out low level, it's gonna be a little slow.
Yeah, but that's anything, dude.
But hey, good thing though about this Final Fantasy, with it being online, you don't have to make a whole new character to start a new class.
Right.
All you have to do is go, like, say you start as a mage. You're a white mage. Well, there's white mage, black mage, thorough mage, whatever.
Why does race have anything to do with a mage power?
They don't. Okay.
Do black
in the first Final Fantasy MMO, it did to start, and even in this one, it does to start in the first part. Like, if you know you're going to become a dragoon, which is a lancer.
But I mean, that's no different than, I'm going to pick, like, let's say in Destiny, I'm going to pick a hunter versus a warlock because I want to be more combat proficient.
Literally, it's one of those, to start, it makes sense. Like, in low levels, hey, you're a lancer, so you pick the cat thing because it helps with agility, which it does. But once you start getting your gear and you start leveling up higher levels, it doesn't matter. Pick whatever class you want, pick whatever area, whatever god, deity, whatever it is, pick whatever you want, whatever you think looks cool, and go, because eventually it will not matter. And it doesn't matter enough to start for it to even affect your decision.
Oh, boy.
If I can tell you now, I think you'd have fun, especially with, if you start the game, I have level 1 characters. You'll have people to play with pretty much right off the bat. I can switch to whatever class and go, let's do this.
Dude, my sleep schedule is going to be, like, non-existent, isn't it? Because you're, like, 3 hours behind.
Why do you think I call you at 3 in the mornings? Because I don't have a sleep schedule.
Why do you think why do I think you call me? I think there is a specific phrase you used as to why, and I'm not going to delve into it. I think it was something along the lines of, poke, are you awake? Are you awake?
That too. But see, when I do it now, I'm playing the game, you don't have it. See, when I do it then, that means I know you have the game, so it'll be like, hey.
No, if you start doing that Navi thing, I'm just going to ignore you. If I start hearing, hey, listen, every 20 minutes, I'm just going to block you. I
might start sending you little messages with sound, just with that, just to have that up there.
Oh, lovely.
Not all the time, just once in a while.
Oh, good lord. I'm about to be just evil. Because speaking of Navi, guess what I totally just found for a ringtone?
I'm assuming it's Navi.
It's an hour long of her going, hey, listen, for a ringtone.
Why would anyone make that? Like, why is that in existence?
Dude got paid for it, too. That's the worst part.
Oh, he probably did. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's ridiculous. An hour long of it?
It's the same clip recorded.
So what other games are we trying to talk about since Travis went?
Yeah. Honestly, one of the things that I'm actually fairly excited for, but then again, granted, I am a bigger sports guy than you. You've got your Maddens and everything else is coming around in June and July.
You know what? Honestly, my problem with all the Maddens and everything, it's not that they're not fun. They are fun to play. No, the problem is, yeah, they're kind of the same thing, but I get the need to get the new ones, the new people, the new stats. Okay, fine.
I haven't bought a new Madden in years. I think I'm kind of justified at this point.
Look, there has never been an NFL or NHL game that has ever been better, in my eyes, than the Dreamcast NFL football game.
I will say one game that I actually really liked, and I'm going to go kind of old school. You remember Game Boy Advance? Like way back in the day? NHL Hits. Think of NFL Blitz, but with hockey.
See, and those were good, and they were fun. And see, the reason why I say the Dreamcast version of NFL, if you remember the NFL on Dreamcast, if you ever played it,
do. Yes.
You could customize your character to where you could make a freaking 8-foot-tall guy that could reach over everyone and grab the ball. Or you could make this little tiny 3-foot dude that was all speed, that would take off and you never catch him. Like, you could actually customize.
By the way, they stop you now at like 5 foot is the smallest, and like 6 something or 7 foot is the tallest, depending on what position.
Yes, and honestly, that was so much fun because you got to literally create whatever you wanted to. Create a guy and go.
And you feel so bad for the because kids are buying those games.
Yeah.
And all they want is
they want to customize.
They want to put themselves in. Like, did you ever play NBA Showtime on the N64?
Yes.
Did you ever get that little? It was a very, very few far and in between thing for the N64, but there was you could take a picture, and that would be your player card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you ever do that?
No, but I did have a friend who had it. I never did it myself.
Like, as a kid, tell me that like, if you had the chance to actually do that and you saw your face on the player, you wouldn't have just been like, oh my god, yes!
Oh, well, it's great. I mean, you can do it with some games now. Even with the Xbox, my buddy, when we play Rainbow Six Vegas, his character for Rainbow Six Vegas is his face. It doesn't look quite right, but it's still his face.
Right.
You can do it with a lot of games. It's just, it's not really out there as the thing to do anymore.
Right.
What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about how the fact that they took all the great customizations out of games, like back with the Dreamcast NFL games where you could create your player however you wanted. Really tall, big guy, short guy, and then now it's kind of like...
Oh, man, I remember my little 4 foot, my 4 foot nothing just run across the screen.
Okay, I'm sure you've both seen... I'm
a master at catching.
The new version of The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. It's not new, but it's newer. That big old dude that took like 6 guys to take him down, you could make that guy in NFL on Dreamcast. You could make that dude that they had to pile on you to take him down.
There's a lot of, the main customization games now I'm starting to see
are the
Grand Theft Auto. No, I was like, it's not even MMOs. Like, MMOs have basic templates of customization. They don't have that depth anymore.
Dragon Age was pretty extensive.
Dragon Age doesn't count. Dragon Age doesn't count. Dragon Age.
That's not an MMO, though. You're right. No, that's not an MMO. Sorry.
Well,
that's in its own little bubble.
Yeah, no.
So Dragon Age is.
Tony, Dragon Age isn't an MMO. It's really not. It's a co-op game.
It's okay. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, because.
By the way, what's one game that you wish that they'd make another add-on for? Like, you want another game, but it never got made.
Dead Rising 3.
You mean like a sequel?
I mean, take any game series and just add an extra onto it. Add a sequel.
Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3.
Dead Rising has had, like...
But, no. But Dead Rising 3 for the Xbox One, that game is amazing. It is so much fun. It's co-op, multiplayer. You can go the whole world, do your thing, customize vehicles, weapons.
You're probably the only person that is sitting there saying that Dead Rising 3 is a freaking amazing game.
I love that game.
Actually, you know what? I'm with him. I've played it and I liked it.
But again, I like it.
I liked it too, but there's a lot of people. That hate that freaking game.
But I mean, that's with any game, dude. Any game, no matter how popular it is or how.
See, you have to look at. I think it depends on who they play with. Because like me, when I play online games, I try to play with my friends, people I know I have fun with playing.
Exactly.
Look, if you pick up Dead Rising 3 and you jump in, and you're stuck with people who don't use their mics or constantly kick you because they're
It's the same issue with if you jump into a lobby in Destiny and you have like a party of randoms for a strike. You hate it.
Yeah. Speaking of Destiny, Travis, I need your help.
All right.
Damn, dude. Just hijack
I'll be on later.
Well, he said he was gonna help me last week and I got sick.
He did.
Are you feeling better? I take it then.
Well, I was sick that day. I'm feeling better now.
I remember. Sue me for showing concern, dude. And wow.
But when it comes down to Dead Rising and I don't know, like I like Watch Dogs and I get grief about that.
Oh my god,
when I go to GameStop.
Dude, really?
Hey, you know what? I bought Watch Dogs, and honestly, I'm upset that I bought Watch Dogs. But again, it could be because when I bought it, I was told there would be multiplayer, which there really isn't. It's only versus kind of. So that could be the problem. I bought the game expecting one thing. I got something else. So I don't personally like it.
That's your fault for that. I got what I wanted out of that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what like Tony was saying. That's any game.
Travis, that's not his fault for anything. He has different preferences. Dude, me personally, I'm picky as hell when I play a game. Like, if I don't like it within, like, the first half hour of me playing it, I will never pick it up again.
Nah, I'm not like that. I have
Well,
to get,
see again.
there's some things that I've had played, and I'm just like, why did I play this?
Kind of like Destiny in the beginning.
I don't feel with Watch Dogs. I don't feel why did I play this. I feel that I bought the game. I should have just rented it because I was under the impression there was a multiplayer co-op.
See,
I like co-op.
This is why companies like GameFly exist and do well, because that is what they are built off of.
I wasn't thinking at the time because I was thinking, hey, I have an Xbox One and I want to get more than one game.
Yeah. See, that's the God honest truth, because you didn't have anything to play.
Yeah, I was like, I've been playing Dead Rising 3. No one else is playing. I gotta buy something.
That's the God's honest truth with that one.
I will say honestly, like, that's the only reason I bought Destiny.
But you know what though? I mean, when I play with my friends, I like Destiny. I do.
Like, I like Destiny, but at the time, the only reason I picked it up, and if you'll let me explain, the only reason I picked it up was because I saw COD Advanced Warfare, and I was like, I don't want to deal with that again. Like, I don't want another COD. And then I ended up picking it up, and then I ended up trading it in after I got done with it.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare was nothing special.
Well, it's the same, honestly, like when Evolve came out. I was told by my friends they're going to play it all the time. It's going to be fun. The game actually is a lot of fun.
It showed up to be a lie, right?
Yeah. They was like, we're going to play it. I was like, great. I was in the beta. I loved it. I bought it. We played twice. Now none of them play it, and I'm not going to play by myself because no one talks. Again, I cannot stand people who play online multiplayer co-op games and don't use their mic. Why are you there? Why are you there?
I will say, dude, it's a completely different animal. If somebody has a mic and then halfway through it.
Put it this way, okay, Resident Evil 6, it's me and another person. I need to know if there's something coming up behind me about to eat my face.
No, you don't. You're Wesker.
Yeah, 360.
Choke slam.
360. You have that ability.
Have you guys played number 6, by the way? Have you guys played Resident Evil 6?
I have, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, am I the only one, though, that's upset with the fact that the promise with the cutscenes and his bloodline, the promise that Jake would have been badass in Melee, and if you throw more than 3 punches, he gets tired?
Yeah.
The cutscene, you see him take out like 4 dudes.
Yeah, and, like, I know what you're talking about.
And you can hit 2 guys, and Jake's like, hold on, time out.
That's like expecting 90% of the time, like, that the cutscenes are going to be what the game actually looks like, and everybody knows.
But you know what though? See, with Jake being Wesker's son, and having the virus, honestly, I would say what would have been fair with Jake is if you're using Melee, it's infinite stamina, only with Melee.
Well, I would say no, because then you can have. There has to be a limit.
I'll tell you right now, even with infinite Melee with Jake, you would die if you did not use guns. There's no way with Jake you could run around infinite Melee. Even with infinite stamina, you die. You have to use guns in that game. You couldn't do it.
Challenge accepted.
Go ahead. I bet you die at least 3 times a level.
I'm totally. I don't even have the game anymore, dude. I was just.
I'm not doing that.
See, because honestly, hey, the Melee for Jake is good, but
Travis,
you don't have the time.
challenge for you.
Huh?
Crota, entirely Melee. No guns.
He'll die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of what Brandon you just asked me.
That's not a bet though. That's a hey, I bet you go and die when you walk in traffic.
How is that different than what you just asked?
No, what I was saying was I would enjoy they should give you infinite stamina because even with it you can't boss mode through it, so it wouldn't hurt them to give it to you.
Okay.
You're gonna have to switch to a gun, and if you're in a gun, you don't have infinite stamina. As long as you're using just the fist, infinite stamina. As soon as you're using a gun, stamina bar starts going down when you use running or dodging. That's what I'm saying, because you can't do it. You cannot get to the game that way. It won't happen.
I got you.
I mean, the boss that chases you throughout the entire Jake storyline, if you go near him, he kills you instantly.
Yeah.
So Melee's out. Instantly, just, okay.
Right. I understand.
I'm still trying to think of a game that I actually want a second to.
I will say, honestly, Mine, what I want to see them do another one. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to finish. What I was saying was one of the ones I want to see that sequel to on next gen, like be it Xbox One or PS4. I want like give me a Phantasy Star greatest release for the next gen.
You said Phantasy Star?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be honestly Phantasy Star Online would be great on next gen. That would be amazing.
Like, let me say this. You know what they're doing with Kingdom Hearts on the previous gen, where they're re-releasing all the old games?
Yeah.
They need to do something like that, and then have an edition where, like, even if it's just a collector's edition where you get everything, and then you get the new generation on top of it. Like, they could make so much money off of that. Sega would be losing God just off of it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Because me personally, I'd buy that. I would buy that before I would buy the system to play it on. Yeah. If that makes sense. Because that's going to fall off so quick.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy remastering. They're remastering Final Fantasy, and they're just putting out for the PS3. Well, PS4. They're remastering for the PS4. And it's only coming out for the PS4. It's not coming out for the Xbox. And I agree with that because Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 11, all the way up until the new one was on the PS2.
Right.
So...
Yeah,
I'm actually okay with that.
But Microsoft, I mean, they've got the right, not the rights, but Microsoft's got it on their computer. They've got it on the Xbox. You can get the MMOs on their systems now. So they don't.
No, I'm talking about like Final Fantasy X.
Oh, okay. I didn't like 10.
10, 11, 12.
I didn't like them. Honestly,
Well, not 12.
You know what? Okay, not that I didn't like them. I didn't favor them. I did like them, but I'll tell you now, as soon as it hit where the summons had to be gotten rid of, I was done. I was like, really? You're in a Final Fantasy with no summons?
10's last boss irritates me. Seymour just pisses me off.
But the fact that they went from killing all the summons to now you can switch classes in mid-battle, so they change clothes. I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this at all.
Right.
But
I want summons.
Yeah, okay. I feel you on the summons thing, but I still like the fact that it's American based instead of freaking Japanese based because every time you step in 10, especially towards the final boss, you always ran into an enemy.
Yeah,
and it almost killed you. This shit was a bitch. It was a pain in the ass, and I'm glad they got rid of it. And 15, because 15 is coming out, and 15 is American based because they're gonna keep that battle system.
Right, but look at this. The battle system wasn't bad, but honestly, okay, if you think back to all the Final Fantasies, when you're fighting, even though you could run into something that might kill you. First of all, talking about bosses that can kill you, Final Fantasy VII, the first freaking boss ever. Are you kidding me? You start the game in the middle of fighting, and then the boss pretty much kills you unless you do it just right. But in every Final Fantasy, when were you at the most, this is awesome, it's when you were doing a summon and that thing was coming out and there was the cutscene and it was doing its thing and you were sitting there going, heck yeah, get him. Like, that's when you were having the most fun, is when you were pulling out that summon and the cutscene went down.
Oh, cool.
That's what I like. I like that whole you're playing and you do something really cool and the cutscene comes out. I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed a cutscene almost every fight, and that's awesome.
Yeah. I agree with that. But Final Fantasy 15 is still coming out, and cutscene or no cutscenes, I know you can summon Aeon, so I'm good.
I'm curious. I'm curious to know how they're going to do the Final Fantasy MMO, because I do have it. I've had it since it came out, and I just now unlocked Summoner. So I'm curious because in the game you fight the summons. You fight Shiva or Shiva, or however you want to say it. You fight Garuda. You fight Ifrit. You fight Titan. I'm like, wait, so does this mean eventually I'm going to be able to pull these out, or am I only pulling out the little spirits of them?
You're talking about the online, right?
Yeah.
Because 15 is not online.
No, I'm talking about the online, the MMO.
The online, the MMO one. Yeah. The MMO for that, I'm just. Do you get to pull out your summons?
I don't have a summons yet.
Well,
oh, okay. I'm on. Sorry, touchy subject.
Now, if you
I have a summoner, whoever you
I
are.
still don't have no damn summons, but still.
So,
I'm not that type of person.
anyway.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Are you getting in trouble?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Jesus Christ.
Fuck with me. Say some shit. I swear to God.
What?
Say some shit. I swear to God. I will.
They can hear you.
Say
Dude,
like,
I see a hand reach over
Say some
and
stuff.
slap him. I'm going to call it a day.
I mean,
Travis is about to get choked out on that.
oh my gosh. So, yeah.
For more likes, more subscribes. You got your ass.
Guys night, right? Shut up. Shut it up. You stop giggling.
I think he's in a full-on chuckle at this point.
He's on a full-on, like, freaking Devil May Cry, evil jester laugh over there. It's like he just plotted somebody's revenge. And he's like, yes, it's all going to fruition here. I do that, okay? That's my laugh. That's mine. I do that on a daily basis.
Travis, do you play Dying Light at all?
No.
Why not?
let me put it like this. Dying Light, when I saw it, when I first saw Dying Light, I didn't want to play. When I found out they put it on the Xbox One and it was free, I still didn't want to play.
Why? We're not asking whoever that random person is, okay? Tell that random person to be quiet.
So
Notice he doesn't repeat that.
when it's Dying Light, when it comes out to Dying Light, I have stayed away from Dying Light because all my turn-based style games that I have now on my phone. I'm not gonna sit there with my controller and my console and do that.
I don't know.
I'm confused. So Dying Light, you can link it to stuff on your phone and get items through your phone and do all that. I don't know if that's what you're trying to say, but Dying Light as a game, you can have 4 or 5 people co-op running through a city, just doing whatever you want. You don't even have to do missions. You can just run through and just start mobbing on zombies, or doing infected modes. You can be the bad zombies trying to mess with other people's games.
Oh wait. No.
That's State of Decay, Dying Light.
My bad. I'm in the wrong game.
You confused me when you said free online. I went, no.
No, I was thinking of what's that game that they put on there? Child of Light or something like that. It's a scroll-based game.
Okay. Dying Light.
I'm with you now. Okay.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Sure.
Zombies.
You don't have it though, do you?
Killing shit.
Why would he?
No.
It's a good game, honestly. But again, you can have fun in the game by yourself, but it's more fun if you know people who play it.
I don't have it because I lent it to somebody.
Is it one of those you want them a game and you're never going to get it back moments?
No, I'm getting it back.
Dude's like, I know where they live. I will kick in the door and I will.
Well, because they just upgraded to where you have the quarantine zones and you have the Borzak's Horde, I think it's called.
Okay.
And Borzak's Horde is kind of like a raid version for Dying Light, where it's you and your friends go into an arena style and you have to get this mission, but there's a big old boss there, and it's a way to get better weapons that you can't get anywhere else, and get that stuff in there. And then there's the quarantine zones, which is the quarantine zones you go in there, and it's from start to finish. You're either gonna die or you're gonna get through it, and it's just non-stop wave after wave after wave of just zombies, and also the special running infected zombies. The ones that just haul ass at you.
So by the sound of it, you're the Prison of Elders on steroids.
Yes, but you have more fun because you can bash them in the head with a baseball bat.
You know, it would help a lot if more people that I knew played Dying Light.
I've got, honestly, right now, it's me and 2 others that play it almost every day.
Okay, that might be an incentive for me to actually get my game back.
Yeah, because we do play it like it's fun. We go on and play. I mean, unfortunately, it's on Xbox servers, so sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, anybody's servers is going to have issues when it comes to traffic and whatnot, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Dying Light, they outright said they are trying to fit as many zombies as possible on the screen, and honestly, I think that's why the game has problems, because
that is why the game has problems.
Yeah. Oh, they put hordes. You're sitting there, you just see zombies. You're kind of going, I'm just gonna stay here. You go ahead and go.
Dying Light has definitely not been that. Hey, let's. There's 5 zombies right there. No, there's 50 zombies right there.
And it usually starts out with, oh, there's only 5, and we can do it. You hit one, and all of a sudden you turn left.
It's like,
and you're going, oh, crap.
I did not for you to bring your whole family over here. I just wanted to kill this one guy. Like, no. It's funny because the first time I played Dying Light, there was a zombie. He had a butcher knife in his head.
Yeah.
And I went over there to kill him. Picked up the butcher knife. Whole horde of zombies. I'm looking at the knife like, this ain't gonna work.
Right, this ain't gonna work.
Nothing about this was a good idea, apparently. Okay. Drop the knife and I ran.
Last night I was playing, and I'm a higher level in there, and I'm playing the game, and I was trying to get one of the, I don't know if you know what they're called. They're the bolters, I think they're called. They're the guys that kind of glow, and every time you see them, they go running off.
Okay, yeah.
And you have to sneak up on him. So, I saw my map. There's a place that says this is where he's going to show up. So, I got my gear, and I put, the stuff on my guy so the zombies don't come after me for, a good 30 seconds to a minute. It's, one of the skills you get. And I went over there, it got nighttime, and I'm sneaking up on him. And I'm like, there he is. Okay, I got him. As soon as I hit him and he died, it's nighttime. So, all those freaking special, evil, run, jump, kill you zombies.
I'm back.
I didn't see them. All of a sudden, I just see little triangles pop up everywhere, and I'm surrounded by these zombies that will eat your face in 10 seconds or less. And I've got a baseball bat with nails in it, and suddenly I feel like this was the worst idea imaginable.
I mean, that's what Dying Light was meant to do, though.
Oh, and they do it good, too, they're like, you want to come here? You're like, yeah, I do. And you get there, and you're like,
yeah, I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here anymore. Can I go back to the rooftop where I was staying?
Yeah, I made a horrible mistake.
It kind of, to me, you've seen that picture of you standing at the crossroads. One side's Raccoon City, the other side's Silent Hill. It's kind of like, do I want to stay in creepy?
I'll tell you now, Dying Light, when you're standing at that crossroad, it's either Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Dying Light is if you just literally went down the center of it.
Hit smack in the middle.
Both. Yeah. Dying Light has effectively made, because usually in most zombie games you get a gun, a fully automatic rifle, and you get to go, I got this, I'm good. Dying Light has made weapons that are projectiles, guns, and blowing things up the worst imaginable idea in the world. One bullet to a zombie's head, all of a sudden you've got
attracts a whole freaking horde.
Yeah, and they're the running type, not the slowly moving type. They're the holy crap, here they come.
Freaking juggernauts coming at you left and right. I didn't even know you could have multiple juggernauts. I was like, well, what in the world is this?
Yeah, I mean, and of course you try to jump on a rooftop and they can climb.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't let it be nighttime. Oh my gosh. Don't let it be night.
That's the nighttime.
Have one person drop that lead pipe. Why? Why did you touch the car? Why did you touch the pipe? I don't care what you do. You should have just went straight. You should have followed me, but no. You decided to be a rogue. And, I can't back over here. No.
Dude, yeah, no. If it's nighttime in Dying Light, you better go to a safe house now.
I hate playing anything stealth-oriented shooter-wise anymore, because I'll have one friend who's going to sit there. 3 out of 4 of us are trying to skulk through it, sneak through it. And you got that one guy that's just like, nope, I'm blowing everything up.
You know what, though? With Dying Light, it can be fun if the whole group is like, you know what, let's do it. It is fun if everyone's down to do it.
But that's different.
Yeah, but everybody has to be down to do it, and not everybody had their mics working.
But I
But
mean,
this has
think
been
about it.
guys' night.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna let you. All right,
Go
Tony, finish.
No, you don't get to pull a Conway. Or Kanye. No. Go. I'm
Did
good.
you just call him Kanye?
Yes, I did.
I really
I said
did.
that you don't get to pull a Kanye.
He said don't pull Kanye. I really just did.
I'm gonna let you finish. No.
All right, so
All right, go ahead.
it's been guys' night. I'm your host Travis. Next to me is
Tony. I'm the white tail expert, evidently.
And Beavis. Apparently, I'm Wesker sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes, Wesker.
Dude's got the T-virus and the Nemesis program through that doorway. Everyone.
It's been guys' night, and we thank you guys for having us again in your YouTube homes, and just in case you're streaming this on Xbox or PS4 on YouTube channel. We love you for that, and don't forget to comment for the code for the beta. Peace.